This video is going to walk through the steps to make your works cited page for your project. So if you're gone or if you're confused on any step, this video should be helpful. So first you go to easybib.com, so you can click on the link here or just type it into your address bar at the top. It should come up to a page that looks like this. You want to click I only want to create citations. So click on that and then you'll be into the normal easybib site. Ignore all the ads that are going to pop up. It's becoming pretty problematic how many ads really do come up on easybib, but for the moment this is still our best resource, so we're still going to use it. There are two different types of sources you're going to be citing, a book and two websites, so let's actually just take care of the book right away. It's going to be a little bit bizarre. Usually you can type in Fahrenheit 451, click cite, and you'll see one that usually matches the one that you're actually using. Unfortunately, excuse me. Unfortunately, the one that we are using will not come up here. So you could click on one of these and adjust it, or, and this is the way I'll show you, if you ever can't find a website or can't find a book, just click the source that you need and click manual cite. It's still pretty easy to cite things manually. Alright, so we're using a print book. That's what it says right away. We're using the whole book, so we don't need to change it, but if you ever wanted to do just a short section, you could. Here's our first bit of information. Fortunately, they highlight the things that are required, so we can make sure that we have those bits of information. So it's written by Ray Bradbury. If there are more authors, you can always add more, but this one does not have more authors. It's called Fahrenheit 451. No, nothing that we need down here. The publisher is Del Rey, like this. And the year it's published can be tricky also because you might see a bunch of different copyright dates and publishing dates. So you want to look for the most recent one. And for this book, the most recent printing is 1991. Okay, so that is the actual printed year for this publication. And then we'll click Complete Citation. If it asks you to watch an ad, please do it. You only have to do this every 2 days. So watch it. I'll pause the video while it goes, but do click this. Don't pretend like easybib isn't working for you. Click this this button here to watch a message. Alright, you missed a Geico commercial. So anyway, you should then go to a screen that looks like this. We've created your citation. See it below. And I've already made a bunch, so let's get rid of some of these. This one's actually done kind of incorrectly. I've done this video before, but unfortunately I've had things come up that have made the video not really work. So hopefully this time it works. Alright, so that's my first one. I need to make two more now. So you can create a new citation by clicking here, or you can click here and be back at the main page. Click I only want to create citations. It's going to save your information for a little bit at least, as you just saw. And now at the beginning you want to now choose a website. So for websites, the easiest thing to do is to copy and paste in the link. So let's pretend I'm doing censorship as one of my topics. I'm going to copy the link address, go back here, paste it into the address bar there, and click Cite. Alright, so we have the right source here. We need to make sure that this is actually what we wanted. I could click here and double check it, but this is the one that we want. And I'll click continue. It just basically makes you double check that it's the right thing. And then I want to look through for anything that looks kind of weird. So Russia's new internet law, security or censorship. That is the right title. I could always double check it by going here, which is a good idea. Yep, that's my title. Capitalization looks fine. Author, James Rogers. They sometimes get that wrong, but usually they're right. James Rogers is the author. Forbes is the website title. Yep. And Forbes magazine makes sense then as the publisher as well. The URL's there. The date it's published is not always right either, so that's not bad to check. But it should be toward the top, and there it says April 17th. Good, it captured all the information for me, and it did a good job with it. It's better than it sometimes does. Alright, so now we have two citations down here. I can click Create a New Citation, and now I want another website. So let's say the other article I used was the one on power and control. Again, I'm going to copy the link address. I could also, if that doesn't make sense to you, you can open it up, because I'm going to open it up anyway. Click that and copy that. Paste it in there, click Cite. It should come up with the right article. Here, the Kremlin revives a Soviet-style law against dissent. Sounds right. You can see it here too. I'll cite that. I'll continue. All right. So one thing that's weird here is the capitalization. There's no reason not to capitalize some of these. Whoops. So you should always go through and capitalize things that need to be capitalized. Against is a preposition, but it's a longer preposition. Some styles have you capitalize it, some don't. It really doesn't matter too much for our purposes. Washington Post, is that the website? Yes, it is. Here it says WP Company, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's look at the bottom if we can find that information. Just kind of loading comments. Oh, it's saying the Washington Post is a WP company, which is up here. So we can leave that then. That's the name of the publisher behind the Washington Post. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know that. So WP company, that makes sense. A lot of times these do make sense, but if you ever see something that looks weird here, do look into it. The URL's there. That date doesn't seem right to me. I thought it was more recent than that. No, May 18th, 2018. That's correct. Okay, so they got that all. The only thing we needed to fix was the capitalization. I click complete citation again. So you may have just skipped over all this. And now I have my 3 sources ready to go into my Works Cited page. Now, I do not want you simply to copy them over. These don't always work quite as you would want because there's a little bit more of the formatting than just copying them over. Sometimes it messes with the background color as well. Like there's a very slight gray to the background color sometimes when you copy over, and everybody realizes that and fixes it. So let's just do export, and this is the easiest way to do it. And export to Google Docs. So you'll only do this once all of your Works Cited page is done. So all of your citations have been found and created in EasyBib, which according to this video I'm guessing it'll take about 10 minutes, or that's how long it should take. Then click export to Google Docs. It should take you, or it should show you a link to a Google Doc. View your citations in Google Docs. Gives it this really strange title at the top. Wonderful. So this is exactly what you want it to look like. It should say Works Cited at the top. It should have your 3 citations with this reverse indent here. It should be in alphabetical order if you look at the first word of each citation. So Bradbury, Kara, and Rogers, those are alphabetized. It should be double spaced. It should be in Times New Roman size 12. So this is perfect. So you can either make sure that this is somewhere you can find it easily, or the thing that I actually want you to do is click this button that says share and then get shareable link. You could actually, since it's your own account, just take the link from up here, but you can copy this link and then put it in your planning document. So you go to your planning document, there is something for step 2 that says link to Works Cited page. You put that there and then you click on it. It should take you to that same page, so you can always find that. Okay, and just to show the point, if we had taken this link instead, it'll still work. Just like people getting in the habit of doing the other one for when they share things with other people, because then anybody with a poor Gmail can see it if you do it the way I showed you. But if I click that one will also just take me to that same page. Okay, that's all there is to it. Then you have your Works Cited page, and you're ready to figure out how to do your in-text citations up here. And when it comes time to actually put the full essay together, you will just be taking the Works Cited page from this link and copying this whole thing into the very end of your essay. All right, hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions or anything weird comes up while you're citing your individual websites, please do let me know. Thank you.